According to the article over at rvmnews.com, Steve Bannon to serve prison time for defying January 6th committee. This by Holly Tullison over at rvmnews.com. A federal judge has mandated that Steve Bannon, a former senior advisor to President Trump, must begin serving a 4-month prison sentence by July 1st. Bannon's imprisonment resulted from his refusal to comply with a congressional subpoena investigating the January 6th Capitol events. Now, let's be clear about something right there. It's not that he defied or refused the subpoena. He was doing what was recommended to him by his attorneys. And they had a right cause because at the time, President Trump had invoked executive privilege. Now, Bannon does not have the authority to supersede executive privilege. Bannon's attorneys do not have the authority to supersede executive privilege. Congress does not have the authority to supersede executive privilege. Now, they can take it to court, and if the court system declares that this particular declaration of executive privilege by this particular president is not valid, fine. Then that's part of the checks and balances. You know, people say, oh, why should they be allowed to do it? Well, because we live in a system that was properly designed by our founders to prevent tyranny. And so I am supportive of the idea that the judiciary, the judicial branch, can overturn executive privilege, and not as a whole, but in certain circumstances, if it's deemed unconstitutional. That is the litmus test. Well, that never happened. They never tried it. They never took it all the way to the Supreme Court. They never did anything. They just said, nope, that doesn't count. You're going to jail. And that's why Steve Bannon is supposed to report to jail by July 1st. Back to the article. The directive from Judge Carl Nichols follows the rejection of Bannon's appeal to overturn his conviction. This decision ensures Bannon, a pivotal conservative media figure and Trump associate, will be incarcerated during a crucial period in the 2024 presidential campaign between Trump and Joe Biden. Matt Gaetz took to X to post in support of Bannon. We'll get to that here in a second. But let's be clear. There is, if there's any positive or silver lining here, it's that by giving Bannon until July 1st, which is approximately 4 weeks away, he's allowing Bannon's attorneys to continue to appeal this, to try to get it overturned. Is that a positive? I guess so. I guess that there's a chance. I'm just skeptical. And today I'm going to be talking about 4 truths that this news has revealed to us. And these aren't truths. When I say revealed, none of this is new. This just reiterates and perhaps brings it beyond a shadow of a doubt that the things that we've been talking about, the things that Steve Bannon has been talking about on his show, they are accurate. We are living in a very different America than the one that any of us were born into. Even, I don't care how young you are. Okay. You could be 5 years old. America is extraordinarily different than it was just 5 years ago. And it's not different in a good way, not by any means.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.